And welcome back to Property Palz. My name's Ben.
My name is Marcus.
And we're back for another week of the podcast.
Ben, is this number 19?
This is number 20.
Wow. No.
Well, no, we're going to make sure that we're just going to put a couple of really memorable, reflective of the podcast.
How it's transitioned from where it once started to where it is now. And Ben, I'm very proud of us. Now, today's episode, what are we focusing on, big boy?
We're focusing on potential properties which are suitable for first home buyers.
Potentially, yes.
Potentially. Now, these properties in terms of a quantums of dollar, they're kind of in that range where there's stamp duty saving, aren't they?
Yes, well, I guess it's under 600k, so some of them.
If they're under 600k, as per Victorian laws at the moment for stamp duty savings, you don't pay any stamp duty if you're a first home buyer, and if it's from $600,000 to $750,000, the stamp duty payable is lower than what it would be on anything above that.
Yes,
so,
sir.
These ones are goodies. What about, let's just jump into it,
Well,
Marcus.
yeah,
number 5?
I'd like to go for number 5. Now, Ben, this is a unique property, 2 of 201 Moor Street, Fitzroy. So,
Wowza.
Ben, it's a 1 bed, 1 bath. How many cars does it have?
This one, well, I'm looking at it. I don't think it has a car.
No car. So, Ben, to be honest, if I'm in Fitzroy, it's not a bad location.
Well, this is a AAA location.
You are in a AAA location, and that's probably why you don't need a car. But, Ben, this one is asking 429k, and could you...
So it's a private sale?
Private
asking
sale.
Price?
Yeah, asking price, single price.
Wow.
Asking that price. But Ben, when it says 1 bed, do you mind just is there any bedroom?
Well, let's pop up the floor plans for a minute.
Do a pop
and
up.
have a look at it. What is interesting is that, so I get through the entry, I walk through the bath.
No, you walk through an entryway that has a bath.
The bath
freestanding.
Space room.
Yep.
So not the bathroom.
It's a bath.
It's a bath.
It's literally just where the bath is.
But
it's kind of niche.
It's kind of nice. Maybe you like your partner having a bath there. You get to have a look at him in the bath on the way home. Not a bad thing.
Yeah, not bad, Ben. What is that? What you like to do?
Tell you what, I wish I had a bath near my entry. Now,
I'm not sure if I'd like to see you in that.
Now, if you go through the entry there, you walk through, and then the bed. It's a pull-down bed.
It's a pulley. You like the pulleys, don't you, Ben?
Oh, well, that's talking about very
Compact living.
Compact living.
Yeah, Ben, do you like a good old pulley down?
I really like
the push or the pull.
In terms of the pull-down bed, this is very effective for this sort of property. And then you got the bathroom there, but it doesn't look big.
Not big, Ben, but it doesn't have a bedroom as such. There's no separated bedroom. That's what I was getting at. It's not big, and what I found on RP data, Ben, is that it actually is only supposedly 30 square metres with a large courtyard out there facing west. 30 square metres, asking 429. Quick maths, if I'm just doing it on the top of my head, 14 grand per square metre.
That's about right.
Now, it's built in 1960, Ben. Last sold in 2018 for 407k. Then it last sold before that in 2015 for 388k. So not much appreciation over time. But Ben, I know in 2015 it was bought unrenovated, and now it's been renovated to an extremely high degree, and it's only asking 429k. So something either says to me it's good value, or something says to me it doesn't. It's a bit odd.
Well, I can tell you, and probably our viewers have been looking at the photos so far. Size and everything aside, it looks sexy.
Size doesn't matter, always.
That's right. Well, this thing, it looks very sexy. It has been done, absolutely, I would say it's stunning.
Yeah, the marble is incredible, Ben, and even the gold tinges and the good old bathroom itself.
It just got so much X factor. Like, someone is going to look at this and they're just going to absolutely fall in love.
Do you
think it's just so cool. Now, it is, in terms of, it is a studio apartment, so it is a tiny bit small, and with the pull-down bed, that may work, or potentially you could put the bed where that living room area is there, then maybe have a chair or one table there where you're at your dinner. Oh, but then there's a kitchen over there. Still, I think overall, it looks really, really cool.
It is.
But it's whoever had this idea to do it, they just really did not leave one stone unturned.
No, they did not, Ben. I hope they make money on it as well. Yeah. But the ceiling, it looks very cool. It slopes in some parts. There looks to be exposed concrete. Now, Ben, you know what that exposed concrete is with the good old black. What is it?
A little bit of terrazzo in the floor, is it?
No, not terrazzo. What's the exposed?
Granite?
Granite. But is it granite, Ben? I thought it was like...
Oh, a bit of I've gone blank. What's the word?
Yeah, I've been wanting to ask you.
It's called an aggregate. There we go.
Look at
Big words up here. Aggregate.
He is literally a construction guy. He's good.
There you go.
So, Ben, I just wanted to say, pull down bed, massive courtyard. It's nestled between vibrant Brunswick Street and Smith Street precincts, within metres of Melbourne's trendiest bars, cafes, boutique stores. I think
10
it is
out of
quite
10
nice.
location.
Do you like the street view? It's quite a lovely street, isn't it?
Well,
Ben?
I was going to say, this place does have personality, and we'll pop up the street view at the moment. Now, that's not exactly necessarily how it looks now, but you can
It's
see
got
this.
personality.
Sometimes graffiti could be an issue in these sort of areas.
Maybe not saying it is right now, but I think you'd want to be. Somebody will fall in love. Let's
little
go
bit
into
of
number
character.
4. We've gone.
I think it's really good. What's really interesting about this, which we haven't commented on though, is that it's got its own courtyard. Yes, it's 30 square metres internal,
Yeah.
but it's got its own private courtyard. So that little courtyard there
On
on the
title.
floor plans, it's exclusively for you. It looks like that. And that courtyard there, why not? Look, it's got a shed. Why not make that into another bedroom?
Interesting, Ben. I know it's going on a bit longer, but you look at that courtyard. You've only got 30 square metres internal, but you have a courtyard that's probably at 30 square metres out external, nearly.
Yeah, like
so
put up-
does the bank take that into account when loaning? Because under 50 square metres, 40 square metres, it's a bit more challenging to get
That's
a loan.
right.
So what do you think?
That's right. I think it's a disclaimer for our viewers is that if you're looking to buy this sort of thing, you might be attracted to that price point and quantum. However, at that sort of size, you do need to ask your bank if they will give you a loan if it's small and if it's under, say, 40 square metres or 50 square metres. But that courtyard there, a little bit of X factor. I'm not sure. I assume that shed is for your exclusive use. I'm not sure if this is on title or if that's owner's corporation land as well. A little bit of unknowns there. You want to look at your Section 32 to understand, but I think it looks absolutely stunning, that
Let's
property.
keep going, big boy.
Let's jump into the next one. Now, Marcus, I have a bit of a classic one for you here. This one is Unit 15 of 305 Carlile Street, Balaclava.
But Ben, it looks like an amazing property.
I actually really like this one. I think when you get on the inside here, and we'll pop it up here, look at those 3 windows. Now, this is an very interesting property, Marcus, and because it was originally built, this house at the front, in 1880.
Gee, it's older than you.
It's a lot older than me. 1880 is when this property was originally built, the front part of it, but we're going to whack up a Google Maps view of the top of it. They had a massive extension out the back, and now it's been subdivided into 29 different lots and apartments.
29.
29, look how long it is. And so in terms of land overall, I think it's like 1,000, oh gosh, I better get it up. I did research this. 1,000, what is it, 1,800 or something square metres? Yeah, 1,850 square metre of general residential zone land. So this is big. The back of it was kind of subdivided a certain time in the past. The front of it still is the original. And this one right here, I would say, is the crown.
The crown's jewel, Ben.
So when we pop up the front photo of 305 Carlile Street, have a look at this one, Marcus. Look at that. That is where your apartment is, right there.
Really?
So you get the kind of nice view of the
Up
street.
the top, on the
first floor, up the top there.
Wow,
And so
it's beautiful, isn't it?
it looks very,
What
very
kind of
beautiful.
era is this, Ben?
1880.
Yeah, but is there a certain name of the
Ooh,
era?
there probably is. I don't know. There's some sort of classical sort of thing. I probably should
Yeah.
know that. But anyway, the cars get parked at the front there, though, and it wouldn't be every single one of these apartments would have a car at the 29 lots. But you park your car, it is exposed. So for some people with a really nice car, you get a little bit of weather. But probably if you're buying a 1-bedder like this, you're not too worried about that anyway. Oh, sorry, it's a 2-bedroom. We didn't even say it's a 2-bed, 1 bath, 1 car.
What's it asking, Ben?
And it is asking $580,000 to $620,000.
In Balaclava. So, yeah, but I was just looking, the second room is a bit more of a study.
Very, very keen observation, Marcus, as you always do. That's right. The second bedroom, 2.8 by 2.4, a little bit small, but the other one, 3.5 by 2.8, a little bit small one way, but probably big enough.
I'm not sure if I could swing my hat around in the second one.
It's okay. If it's a small little hat, like maybe like a cap, you could just give it a swing. The bathroom's not bad. It's a 1 bath. I know for 2-bedders, normally you like 2 bathrooms, but this could just be one thing for someone who wants to have a 1-bedroom apartment, maybe with a study at home or a little bit of storage on the apartment. But
It's
overall,
it's quite a lovely looking property, though.
I would say it's a beautiful property. Now, cute, great windows, cute fireplace. Because of this way of the property, it might not have a lift. I'm not sure. You'd have to do your DD, but it looks like it's got a stairs at the front. We'll pop up one photo with a stained glass, beautiful window. You can see the stairs, which are original stairs of the property, but that's now common area, I assume.
Faces
Bedroom,
north, Ben.
beautiful north-facing frontage, and your one faces north too, so you're going to get sun all through the day. Last sold for $317,000 in March 2005.
So it was subdivided when?
So I'm not sure actually when it was subdivided. We probably could just go a little bit deeper with our research, but I didn't do that. However, this one, if it was sold in 2005, it's nearly 20 years old at least, right? The subdivision. And then what I could see is that in the same building, there was a one-bedroom on the ground, which sold for $382,000 in June 2022.
Good market
not as
research,
good.
Ben.
Thank you, Marcus,
Yes.
as always. It's definitely not as good, not as an ideal location, because this one's actually asking $580,000 to $620,000. So that would be a record for the building, for a one-bedroom in the building. And if not, actually, it might be a record for the whole building, even though there's 2 and 3 bedders there.
Probably
But
one
they
of
were
the
sold
best
in the
ones,
past.
though, Ben.
This is easily the best one.
It's got to be the crowns, the King's
right.
or Queen's jewels.
It's the King's Crown or the Queen's Crown. And then around there too, there is a 2-bedroom ones that rented for $340 and $350 for the week. So I'm guessing this one you can probably do a little bit better than that. But overall, I think it's a pretty cute property.
Nice, Benjamin.
On to number 3. Let's go. Come on,
Number 3,
Marcus.
big boy. Now, hurry up.
Whoa.
114/657 Chapel Street, South Yarra.
South Yarra, baby.
1 bed, 1 bath, 1 car, Ben. Auction 525K to 575K.
That is quite an attractive price range for a first-home buyer or
It
someone
is
that wants to
before
have stamp
under
duty
600K.
savings.
So
That's
this is probably built in 1990. I don't think it's been sold since then, Ben. So it's 62 square metres. It notes on RB data. I'm not sure. I think that includes the balcony. So I'm going to say it's 50 square metres. If it's 50, it's 11.5K per square metre. If it's 62 square metres, it's about 9.2K per square
Call
metre.
it 10.
Call it 10. Now, Ben, it was listed for rent in September 2022
Yep.
at $475 per week. So I think that would be higher.
It's probably
today.
well over $500 now.
Yeah,
It's got a car.
It does have a car, and I think that's a really good thing. In terms of the actual location, Ben, it's kind of unbeatable in my eyes. Like South Yarra Prime, tram routes, great cafes on your doorstep, Chapel Street, Yarra River, Melbourne literally at your fingertips.
That's right.
So location great. The apartment itself faces direct southwest,
Okay.
and hence why there's an outdoor blind that's able to come down.
Great.
It would be a
And
little.
why would you want that? Just if it faces west?
Well, west is the hottest sun in the
That's right.
afternoon. So in some locations you get the hot sun, and then throughout the day you might not actually get much sun until the end of the afternoon. So that's something you got to keep in mind, is it might be a bit dark and cold until the late afternoon.
But maybe you're a really early riser and then you get home. Like maybe
And
you're
you
a
don't see
tradie,
the sun at all.
But then you're a trader, you get home, once you start really early, you clock off early, but you get home, so you just get that evening sun.
Mate, you're on fire as well.
Just thinking that extra
What
layer.
about on the weekends?
Well, on the weekends you can enjoy the sun all day, or you just go down right on your front footstep and
go
enjoy
to Chapel
everything that
Street.
South Yarra has to offer.
Good call. Now the apartment, it's 1-bedroom apartment, spacious living room and dining room, unique shape, Ben. It's
It is a very
the
unique shape.
kitchen's kind of separated, which is kind of cool. You've got a good little dunny there, as you would say.
And a bath.
And about the bedroom, it's not the hugest or the largest
That's right,
I've ever seen.
3.1 by 3.4.
Could you
That's
swing
not
your cat
bad.
around?
I think you could swing a cat in there because 3.1 by 3.4, it's bigger than the small 3.3 or the absolute minimum
The
standard
3.8,
there.
yeah.
But what I think is interesting about this apartment, Marcus, is that
Faces the hockey fields.
while you'd like it to face north, right, but it faces away from Chapel Street, so that will give you some sound insulation, right?
Sound insulation, attenuation, I like it.
Oh
Ben.
yeah, but I think that's really, really positive for this apartment.
It is, and it also faces the hockey fields. I don't think it's going to be developed, but it might be in the future. So
true.
you just need to be aware of that.
That's true.
The condensers on the balcony, Ben, you could put a cover over that. I
Yeah.
love the timber floorboards,
Love
and
it.
it's in reasonable condition overall. So is it on the first floor because it's 1-1? I thought
Yep.
it was.
I'd say it's on the first floor, but I think that's a good one.
And the market trends, what is the median value for a unit in South Yarra, Ben? Have a guess?
Well, with the medians, but is it a 1, 2 or 3 better?
Well, this one I think would be 1 in this relation, but sorry, a two, perhaps. Anyway, it asks. RP data tells me it's 637K. Stop asking questions. Thank you. No. All right. What do you think? Should we move on to the next
I
one?
think it's pretty good, but yeah, why not? I think it's pretty good. South Yarra, great area.
Well,
super
you're able
area.
to walk to every basically
That's it. It's
destination.
just, it's a stone's throw. Tell you what. Shall lock it right in. Now, let's get to number 2, and this one, Marcus, has me really excited.
Oh, it's jolly Johnny Good, hey?
Oh, this one's a goodie, I can tell you about that. This one, we're going to Unit 22 of 197 Canterbury Road, St Kilda West. This is a 1-bed, 1 bath, 1 car, quoted for $530,000 to $580,000. And I'll tell you what about this building, Marcus. Let me just paint a picture
Can you
of the
paint?
history.
He's actually not a bad painter, to be honest.
And that's
Yeah.
why this story is going to be
Impeccable.
as good as a Picasso painting. Now, this building, it was built in 1970
All right,
by the architect named Sol Sapir. Now, he was born in 1940s, immigrated from Europe, studied architecture at RMIT,
Yep.
but never became a registered architect.
Oh, so how did he do it?
So he only was an architectural designer. I'm not sure exactly how it worked, but he is quite notorious for the area, and
Notorious.
he paired up with Nathan Bella, a developer, and builder Martin Sachs around the 60s and the 70s, and this was one of their first collaborations, and it was kind of revolutionary structural techniques for the time.
Well,
But-
it's tall building, Ben.
This is a big building, and the bones will probably be quite good. Super location overlooking H.R. Johnston Reserve and Albert Park. Tram stop on your doorstep, close to Fitzroy Street and St Kilda West Beach. Like this one
It's
here, I think is
massive.
really, really good. Big apartment. Now you're only on level 1. No, 2. You're on.
Two.
That
level
could be
two.
the level 2 or level 3.
It looks
if
pretty-
it's got a ground. So the third story or the second level.
I think it's the third story. You know why? Because you can see the tops of the double story, I think, houses nearby.
So, and we'll pop up the photo just having one of the
There.
views out there. Now, I
Second
think I would probably recommend these photos could have been taken a little bit better so you see like a nice blue sky because that's looking towards the beach.
yeah.
That's a beachy view.
I
Beachy
agree, Ben.
hours.
Oh, they could have put a sunset there, couldn't they?
Yeah. But anyway,
I love the
view
hardwood
does look pretty
floors
good.
too.
Beautiful floors, Marcus. Now, I think overall, I just think it's a one-bedroom apartment. Layout-wise, you got it's a skinny balcony, but it's a wide balcony, so you get to
Do
do
you want
lots
it
of
thicker
different.
or thinner, the balconies, Ben?
Well, I think
What's
ideally
more
you want
usable?
a regular size would be better.
So
but
thicker.
Yeah, more kind of
Wider.
regular size. Anyway, the bedroom's 2.7 by 4.4, bit of an odd shape, but it's long, so that's quite good. It's got an ensuite there with the bath, but you do need to, in the middle of the night, walk out of your bedroom and go to the toilet or the dunny, which is next to the kitchen. But maybe that's good because then,
Oh.
in some cases with some people, if you leave the door open to your ensuite, your bedroom still smells like roses. But
Can you tell me, Ben, I've just got one question. You see on the main bedroom how it's got a bit of a jut out
Yeah.
in the wall. Can you tell me why? I know why, but could you tell me why?
well, I think it's to do with the column, isn't it?
Yep. It must be to do with the column. They had two choices. They either bring it in or put it out, and I think they've chose to put it out.
Well, I guess it's pretty good. But there you go, kitchen separated from the main dining room area.
Faces
I don't
south,
mind it.
Ben?
It's got a car, super ripper area. It does face south, but that's giving you views of the beach. I think it's a good one.
So yeah, all
Marky,
right.
come on, we're steaming along. Come on, finish this up in 2.5 minutes,
All
Marcus.
right, Ben. Now, 28 Stuart Street, Mooney Ponds.
Oh, what an
Now,
area.
2 bed, 2 bath, 1 car, 630 to 690k, Mr. Big Boy.
That's an attractive range.
Now, it's in a block of 4. It gets the prize number only address instead of the others. This one's 28. The other one is 28A, 28B, 28C.
Now that is an interesting point. So what
I
you're
did
saying,
it all by
Marcus,
myself.
what you're saying is that it's a block of 4 townhouses.
Yep.
This one is at the front, so it gets the price address of the actual number.
Correct.
Whereas the other ones is like 28A, B, C, which generally it changes people's perception of it. This one sounds like a standalone property, even though it's a townhouse.
But also this has got a bit of a heritage, I think, feel to it at the front of the
front?
property.
Don't mind
It's
it.
been integrated from the
Ooh.
older house that was there. So Ben, I'm going to go into the stats.
Love it.
Townhouse slash a villa, 95
Very
square
good.
metres of land, so it's
Ooh.
approximately $7,263 per square metre.
Not bad, good size.
Internal area says it's 98 square metres, so very similar rate on the internal. Built in 2014, I went on Nearmap all the way back. I'm a good boy.
You've done the DD.
I've done the
Marcus.
DD. What's DD,
Thank
Ben?
you. Due diligence.
Good man. All right.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes, it was a couple of houses up previously. Now it's into 4. It was purchased in 2014. This townhouse
So-
for 630k.
Oh,
Ben.
wait, bam, bam, bam. A couple of red lights there.
Well,
so
it's not appreciated.
Yeah.
Barely. So do you know why it wouldn't have appreciated, Ben?
I don't know, Marcus. Why would that be?
I'm not. I'm not
Like,
sure.
I generally I think the property itself is actually quite nice.
I don't think it'll look. I think the way it is right now is probably it's only going to get a bit more tight unless you do cosmetics inside. So I'm not sure what can it be other than a small townhouse in Mooney Ponds. You don't have an ability to extend, go up probably.
True, but then some people they're just happy with how it is. Like
Yeah.
this is not for a family of 10 people, but
Could be.
I think it's I guess a couple of bunk beds. But I think in terms of what it offers, bedrooms downstairs. Oh, did you have a look at the windows there, Marcus?
Yeah, I did. I'll come to that. So
Okay.
no, I'm happy actually to do that now. I'm a kind man. So the windows down the bottom, I think it's because of the heritage effect, and the bedrooms are down the bottom. They are high windows, and when I say high, they're skinny and high.
And so why would you want the windows high?
Well, you don't want people looking straight into
That's
your bedroom
right.
from the street, and you're right on the boundary. It's not as though you've been set back at all, Ben.
So some people, you won't have the views from the bedrooms, but then again, you do still have the privacy. And the reason that you put the bedrooms downstairs and the living room upstairs.
So the living room gets the northern sunlight. I think it is north, or the sunlight upstairs, and you've got the entertaining deck there, which is actually really nice too.
That is nice. That's really nice. You've got the toilet upstairs.
3 bedroom,
deck.
3 bathrooms. Sorry, Ben.
3 bathrooms. You got an ensuite
dunnies.
with 2
2
ensuites and a toilet
So
upstairs.
2 main bedrooms essentially.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's got a
2 personal
carport.
bedrooms.
Yeah, a carport under.
Yeah. I think it's very good. A little bit of a walkway there to the front of the property. I don't think it's too bad, Marcus. This is
The
quite a
kitchen's
cute
compact
property.
as well, Ben. I like it being compact. Cute property. Do you think what about the location? Because I don't love the location, I must be honest. It's in Mooney Ponds, but it's actually more near the Mooney Valley Racecourse.
Okay.
It's a fair while to Puckle Street, which is the more prominent part of Mooney Ponds.
That's right. So for retail, it's a little bit of a walk to the
Is it
retail. I wouldn't say a stone's throw.
No,
I might
yeah.
say like a stone's
vortex?
vortex throw to the retail areas. However, if you're a racer, tell you what, you wouldn't need to race that long to be able to get to the racetrack.
That's actually been redeveloped, the Mooney Valley Racecourse as well. There's lots of different townhouses.
And then
near
maybe
as well.
there might be a bit more retail just along there on Dean
I
Street.
hope so. There's a lot of supply there though, Ben. You need to just be cautious. There's a lot of townhouses being built there, so I'm not sure. Would you buy this one?
I think it's pretty good. I think the price range for a 2-bedroom with a bit of a balcony, car, standalone, basically, standalone property. Well, not standalone, but, it's a townhouse with a land component, with a decent address. I don't think it's too bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad, Ben. Which one would you buy out of all the 5? Last question.
Out of all the 5s, like Fitzroy suburb, I absolutely adore, and
pretty sexy, that one.
It is a sexy property. But I think in terms, it's just a studio. It's a little bit too small for what I would need. So I think Balaclava one's good. I think they're all really good. I think I actually really like the St Kilda one. I think it's a really attractive 1-bedroom apartment in a really cool area.
Yeah, what do you think? Yeah, it's pretty good. I agree.
Come on. Okay, all good. Well,
I just want to say the Fitzroy one is probably the most appealing just because it's actually been renovated so bloody well.
yeah, it looks really good. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. We tried to keep it to, we'll get to 22 minutes and a half.
Damn it,
Anyway,
so
we'll get
well.
there next week. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, share it with all your friends and everything. Leave us a comment below for a property that you want us to review or one that you had some extra comments on, and we will see you next week.
Thanks, Property Pals.
See you guys. Bye.
See ya.